I don't know when the video closed down on the first one. We call this the second one. This is monastic life when this was being built back in the 1100s. And we zoom down here, it gives you the pay grade. On the bottom, we've got a goblet, and it's made of wood. We move along and we've got oyster shells. A lot of oysters were in this area around Birkenhead. They say it's a chicken egg, or sorry, a pigeon egg. It's not, it's a chicken egg, possibly a little bantam. Then we've got old cast iron keys. We'll zoom out a little bit for the monastic life, and where you've only got the daily life, prayer and work. And there's something with a token. Zoom in a bit more, hopefully you'll be able to read it. And then we've got a candle. Don't know when it was made, probably brand new, but it's the way they've been showing it. Here we've got footprints on sandstone of the dinosaurs. Let's zoom right in. Two different ones there, or front and back feet. So these were from the Triassic period. Hopefully you get the information there. So I can freeze it where I'm holding my hand steady. And then before the dinosaurs, I'm giving you the different periods. If you notice the wicker fence panels, they're with hazel verticals interwoven with willow. These can be used for fencing off animals in peat bogs to retain it. But the other thing they are used for, and you still see some of them in Scotland, is for fishing. Piece of stone here. It's got carvings on it, but I can't say what it's from. And we've got photography going back to the 1860s to show you all around the Priory. And we move along, and you've got information about the local area. But here's the best part, and I didn't know, that the Birkenhead Priory coat of arms was the coat of arms what was when I was at school at the Birkenhead Institute. Long gone now, but it's something I didn't know. But you find all sorts when you're travelling around and having a look. Just zoom out a little bit. Hold it steady so you can freeze the frame and have a read. Now the architects who've done all the work here back in 2017 got awarded a certificate. You'll be able to read it. I haven't got my glasses with me, so I can't read it out to you. You've got floor tiles, different ones, patterns. Now some of these floor tiles will go back for when the Priory was built, but looking at some of them, they look like the late 18th century, early 19th century. And here's some information about the Black Death. I'll hold it steady for you to freezer frame, have a read of it. And again we move along, all different information for the area. And the main herbs, what you see for food and medicines. For the apocryphy, which we have a thing here showing you someone mixing concoctions, also stoneware and sculpted head. Keep moving along. Feel free to download anything I put on, you know. I do try and make it for the public, and if it's interesting, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It does help the channel out. Once I can get to 1,000 subscribers and followers, things can happen, and I can go further afield and get interesting things. These are things going back to when they had the Black Death, where the New Mersey Tunnel's built in Wallasey. When they first dug out the first 40 feet, they come across a massive grave with over 3,000 bodies in from the days of the Black Death, and local funeral directors and everything that for respect to the dead, they reburied them. I don't remember where now, because that was back in the very I think it was 1969, but don't hold me to ransom on that one. I think I videoed these two sheets the wrong way around, so you can always go back or read them as they are. Now, here's the plans of the Woodside, Birkenhead Priory. And that's what the actual priory looked like when it was built 1100 years ago. But the spire, it was a square spire going back then. It's got a peaked spire, as I would call it, and that's what's there today. And this wooden model is absolutely fantastic, the detail on it, and especially around the quadrangle or cloister. Harry Potter could have been made here after all. Right, the Priory buildings. The chapter house where we were in, with that lovely vaulted ceiling and them beautiful stained glass windows, that is the oldest part of the Priory itself. You will notice when on construction, pattern tiles when they've been done, but you'll also see people were, so they knew where things to put them back together. They were putting marks on to show which piece went where. An old jugware. The bill for entertaining a royal party for 6 days. £72, 17 shillings and fivepence in the old money. Now that was a lot of money. You probably put 7.2 million now going back from 1200 to today's money. And I bet there wasn't a sober head to be had that night. Moving on again. In the beginning, I've gone round backwards, I'm sorry about that. But let me just get in closer so you can freeze and see what we've got. Just screw this camera up a little bit more. And have a look at some of these different artifacts they've got here. Now there's an iron nail. You notice you've got no head. It's more like a pin, what you'd see a lot of different things being pinned without using nails. A ton groove joints, drill a hole and then pop that peg in, but that would stop it. But if you notice, these are tusks. Up. They might be wild boar, they could be regular pigs. There's a lot of bottles here, but they're going back to probably the 1700s. We're looking at them as being the green grass, but the front one has got such a wide neck going onto a wider body. That is an older one. Now the ferries have been going across the Mersey since near enough time began. There used to be a rowing boat just at the back of the Priory. There's a small slipway, and there's one also a couple of 100 yards towards Woodside Ferry, and the ferries have always gone from here, and there's always been a ferry. It's got to go across every day, a minimum of 2 ways. That's on the Act of Parliament, if I remember correct. Well, let's have a walk along. Trinkets, masks on for the COVID. Getting a lot of condensation in here. Is that cold at night? You can buy postcards, 30p. And some stone carving here. A pair of dividers and a cross. There's a pair of them mirrored, so they might be going in somewhere else. Guidebooks to give you the information all around the Priory. They're available here at a £5. If you have a look on the website, they might have a link and they can send you one. But that's giving you a very good look around. There is something upstairs, I don't know what. But if you notice the way the staircase starts, it goes to the left, comes up and then goes to the right, and it's a spiral staircase. So each slab would have the round knuckle on to keep it going up, but there's a slab there what's been replaced, so technically it would be a weak point on the staircase, and then the one below, it's not tied in to the wall, but interesting anyway. Don't know what this is, but there's a barcode there. You might want to scan it and see what it is. There's the full page. Right, we'll go back out through the reception. We got people in the office today. You can get snacks here at the Priory, and there's different things for Christmas 25. So pop down, have a look, and we've got disabled access as well. There's a Q code there. Scan it, and you get all your information off that. Right, thanks for watching. And it's been AA Audits showing you around the Priory in Birkenhead today. It's in two parts because I knocked the video camera before, but hope I haven't missed anything out. Thanks for watching. Bye.